Hi, warriors, Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in the Burning Crusade. Today, we are back in Netherstorm, guys, and we are going to continue our journey to getting the Arcatraz key. And we need to take down Warp Raider Nasad to do that, so let's take him down, guys. Switch this trinket here. There we go. I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. I have not done some quests in a while. I think this other Paladin was probably trying to do the same quests. Too bad they didn't come a little sooner. I would have grouped up for him. But he's helping me kill those mobs. That's nice. She's helping me. All right, let's move out of here, and we'll turn this in. We'll continue our quest chain. The quest chain's pretty good. It actually gives us some pre-bis pants for Ret, which we need, because our Ret set kind of sucks. Kind of debating which off-spec I should go for, Ret or Holy. I think if I went Holy, it'd be a lot easier for me to get into Pugs if I was having trouble as a tank. I would like to go for 3, but you could imagine, you know, all of that gear, like, it takes up a lot of bag space. Like, but we'll give it a try, because tanking also requires multiple sets as well, because sometimes you want to have like a set that's more focused on, you know, survivability, and then you want to have a set that's more focused on spell power, so you do more damage and generate more threat. There's a lot of loot to collect.
Scum is finally dealt with. You do good work, adventurer. May I be so forward as to call you by your name? If you're willing, I have another task that needs doing, one that is very important, and someone of your obvious skill should be able to handle with ease.
Alright, so we'll take the Zaxxas gloves, guys. 13 strength, 12 agility, 19 stamina, 13 hit rating. We do need hit on this Paladin.
Request for assistance from one of our representatives out in the field. It would appear that the consortium is having some difficulties in trying to recover property from the Blood Elves, which they refuse to pay for. Please head east out of Area 52 and cross the bridge to the next island over. You'll find my associate Garouge at the Midrion post, just inside of Ecodome Midrion.
We're heading into the Ecodome. So this place is kind of like a barren wasteland, but they have this like Ecodome where, you know, plant life grows. It's kind of how I guess they would imagine Mars would be like, right? They'd have like some dome where they can grow wildlife, sort of like a, can't believe I forgot the name of like a greenhouse. All right, here we are in the Ecodome.
As a representative of the consortium, I'm always mindful of the ramifications that my interactions have upon our business dealings. It is unfortunate that the Blood Elves do not treat their partnerships with such respect. Yes, it's true, the Blood Elves have reneged on yet another purchase of goods that has already been delivered. As Netherstalker Kaiji has vouched for you, I am hopeful that you will be able to assist me in this matter. Our business relations with the Blood Elves appear to be at an end. A few weeks ago, a large shipment of surveying equipment was delivered to them at Maniforge Duro. They have refused to pay for it. Adventurer.
Usually how the Blood Elves do business.
The Blood Elves of Maniforge Duro, to the east a visit. They appear to be having some trouble with an infestation of mana creatures there, so take advantage of their preoccupation. I care not what happens to them, but I would very much like to see the return of our property.
Yeah, the Blood Elves are kind of known for that. When you meet them in in vanilla in Ashara, like right up here. They're doing business with a goblin, and they stole his stuff too, his equipment. They were going to give it back to him. They're known for stealing. So watch out for Blood Elves, guys. If you're in a group with a Blood Elf leader, they may ninja your gear. Alright, so let's go collect some boxes, guys. And PlayStation. Heard some news about PlayStation games coming to PC and how they've performed, or how they've done sales-wise. And supposedly not a single PlayStation game sold over 1 million copies on PC. Ghost of Tsushima sold 710,000. That was the highest. God of War Ragnarok 300,000. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 260,000. And Horizon Forbidden West sold 230,000. It doesn't do too well, so that's probably another reason why PlayStation may go back to just keeping their games on PlayStation and making it exclusive. Because I would assume, I guess, that a lot of PC gamers maybe just have PlayStations as well, and they just buy PlayStation exclusive games already on PlayStation, right? If they already have it on PlayStation, then why would they buy it on PC? Because the games come out on PlayStation first. I think they come out for a year on PlayStation first, and then eventually they make their way to PC, so if a person has a PlayStation and they really like a game that's a PlayStation exclusive, they're just gonna probably buy it on PlayStation and then not play it on P, or buy it again on PC, right? I think the only game where you see people doing that is like Grand Theft Auto. But it made sense with Grand Theft Auto because the PC upgrade from like PlayStation 4 was massive. I wonder if that'll be the case when GTA 6 eventually comes out on PC. Hopefully it comes out this year on PlayStation and Xbox. I wonder if it'll come out on Switch. I'm not sure. This is literally like the same quest. This guy's on the same quest as me. He's trying to get boxes. It's always following me around. This Draenei Paladino. He's not really following me, though. We'll go in here. We'll see if we can find some more boxes inside. Maybe it's just a little too dangerous in here, though. I don't really have a lot of mana. Oh, wow. I have a real problem here. No one's alive inside. But yeah, we'll probably start seeing PlayStation exclusives staying on PlayStation. Which means you won't see them on the Xbox Game Pass anymore. Which makes me wonder if Xbox will probably just do the same thing. Right? Because, like, what's the point of not being exclusive only to Xbox if, like no other gaming company is allowing their exclusive games to be played on your console, right? Nintendo has always been, you know, pretty firm on making sure their games stay exclusive to Nintendo. It would be so weird seeing, like, Mario, a Super Mario game on Xbox or PlayStation. Alright, so we got the boxes, guess. So let's head back to the Eco Dome. And that was a fun Mag's Lair. I think that was like my first time ever clicking in a Mag's Lair. Last time I played a Resto Druid and a Rogue, so I wasn't really doing clicks as a Rogue, because as a Rogue you're keeping up expose armor, improved expose armor, and for the entire time, that's pretty much all you do as a Rogue in TBC. Just keep that debuff up. And as a Resto Druid, you're healing, right? And usually they don't have healers click because healers gotta heal. But I think the off-tank role is like the best for clicking, because you don't really do a lot of damage. And pretty much after the first phase, there's really not much for you to do. So you might as well just click and let everybody else just DPS and heal. But eventually we'll have enough armor, guys, and health, and all that good stuff to main tank it. We're getting there. But I'm going to keep trying with pugs, guys, even if it gets kind of annoying to get into groups. It does take me quite a while. Do you have possession of the surveying equipment, which the Blood Elves defaulted on?
Well, I, for one, am glad that this hey little business is behind us. I cannot remember a time when the Consortium has had dealings with such boorish and untrustworthy beings. You, however, seem to be very trustworthy adventurer. Perhaps you wouldn't mind doing me one more favor. Nexus Prince Haramad has conveyed to me that he is interested in the immediate return of this property to him personally. I would greatly appreciate if you would deliver it in my stead. It is a great honor to gain audience with the Nexus Prince, and I am sure that he would be keenly interested in hearing the tales of your adventures here in the Nether Storm. Seek out his chamber atop the Storm Spire to the north. He is often present as a holographic image, which you may address.
Well, let's go see the holographic prince, Haramad. There's a little bridge here you take over to the next area, which looks like it's another Eco Dome. Yeah, it is kind of tough. I was debating on getting into a guild, but like one thing about I don't want to get burnt out, man. I think if I raid in a guild and I have to, you know, be a part of a strict raid schedule that, you know, 4 times per week, I might burn out. Because I will probably join a guild on the Warlock. Just not too sure if I can handle 2 guilds. And a lot of guilds raid pretty late, so it's another thing I'm not a fan of.
Many enemies that would like to see me dead. So it is only a precaution. I assure you that you are perfectly safe here. I welcome you to the Storm Spire adventurer. Please enjoy the hospitality of the Consortium. You may place that equipment anywhere.
Oh, they killed
I suspect that you'll be picking it back up
they killed some Blood Elves.
There's another reason for the retrieval of the surveying equipment. There's a crystal from Draenei legend of great importance to me. It is said that the crystal bestows godlike powers to its bearer, but it is in danger of being unearthed by others, namely the Burning Legion. Adventurer, take the equipment and use it to find the first triangulation point. We know it to be somewhere to the east near Manforge Ultras. Afterward, check in with my agent dealer Hazen on the Manforge Ultras Island.
Oh, so they're trying to figure out what's going on with the Blood Elves over here. They have a Little beef with Kael'thas. Kael'thas is pretty cool, though. He was one of my favorite characters to play in Heroes of the Storm. And he's a pretty cool boss in Tempest Keep. He's the last boss. Kael'thas Sunstrider. He's pretty much a fire mage. In Heroes of the Storm, he's a fire mage. I think he can, like, actually, you know, do all the mage stuff. Arcane, fire. He's pretty much a mage. And he's a power-hungry mage. Not too sure about, like, all the lore about him, but since he's a blood elf, I assume he's addicted to arcane power. And what's going through these tubes? It looks like it's like some void stuff going on here. Like a void creature. It's kind of interesting. This is where we need to be. First triangulation point discovered, and we have to use this triangulation point 1. Looks like to head over here where the arrow is. Is that it? And then we have to go over here. That's Melow's Manastorm. We have to save him from Arcatraz heroic for the Tempest Keep attunement. That's why I'm trying to get the key, so we can get into Arcatraz. Excuse me, guys. Good old spring allergies. Happy it's spring, though. Even though the allergies do come this time of year.
All things for sale, my friend. Large and small, whatever you need, Hazen will provide. If you value your life, do not approach Manifold's Ultras without a resupply. Hazen is the last chance that you have. I know of your mission. It is one of great importance to Nexus Prince Haramat. Now that we know the location of this first triangulation point, you must move swiftly to find the second. I've recalibrated the triangulation device with the information that you provided from the first point. You'll use it in exactly the same manner to discover the second. All that I can tell you is that the second point is somewhere far to the west. Once you've located it, speak with Wind Trader Tulaman, another of the Nexus Prince's agents. He's posing as a weapon merchant at a small trading post next to the bridge, which leads to the island that Manifold's era is on.
Yeah, we were supposed to see the Steam machine, guys. It's a small, pretty much a mini PC. Sort of like a Steam console, I guess you could say. And it was supposed to release by early 2026, but it's not probably going to happen because of supply chain issues, which is too bad. Maybe we'll see it next year. Kind of happy that they're just not releasing it instead of just releasing it and it's like short supply, like not a big supply, and then scalpers buy it up, and then you get so it's like, you know, gets sold on the, you know, the black market for a ridiculous price. Not too sure who would buy it. But I'm sure there's, you know, a few like hardware enthusiasts that would probably want to get their hands on it. I'm happy that they're waiting for a better time to release it. Yeah, Netherstorm's badass. Imagine not having flying for this. Would be quite the journey. Let's use our triangulation point device. There we go. And then we'll go see Wind Trader Tulaman. How much more we have to go here? A few more quests, and then we have to go back and see Adol.
If you have come all the way out here, then it must be that you dare to venture near Maniforge Aura. Care to buy or sell before you head over? Very good indeed. The Nexus Prince shall be pleased. We now have the second point, which will now tell us where the
I
third
wonder if I need somebody for
and
this.
the general vicinity of the crystal. With the data from both the first and second points, I'm now certain that the crystal is at the top of the ruins of Farallon to the northeast. Unfortunately, the data indicates that the crystal is moving, which means that it has already been discovered, probably by the Burning Legion. Just in case, I recommend that you take some friends along. Slay the demon that has the crystal and return it to Nexus Prince Haramad.
Okay. So they're recommending to bring friends. So we'll... list ourselves. This... If they're looking for a healer, probably. Oh, nice. Wonder what they're looking for. Looks like they lost one. Let's see what they need. Let's see what kind of demon we're gonna fight here. If you want to tank. Sure. Is that the demon there? Oh, there it is. It's a Dreadlord. Kil'jaeden, yes. 22.4k health. It's not that much. Yeah, I'll tank, sure. Just need to find a place where someone won't patrol and kill us. It's like 23k health. It's not too much. Swap to our tank set. We'll have a little bite to eat. Get our buffs up. Not too sure what these guys are all doing. I think they're just all flying over here. They fighting Kil'jaeden? Maybe it's another mob that they're talking about. Yeah, there he is. Kil'jaeden. These are the hounds of Kil'jaeden. It's always a Dreadlord. I think we can kill him with 4 people. As long as the shaman heals me. There's also an image of Kil'jaeden here. It's kind of cool. I wonder if I... and he's looking at it. All right, so we're waiting for these this group to come over here. Should probably get rid of the dogs before we fight them. And we'll be back, guys, when the group is all here. All right, we got a little group here, guys. Let's go in and deal with them. Get some threat here. Doesn't have a lot of health, so maybe we could have soloed him. I used Iron Shield pot. Probably didn't need it, but I used it by accident. I don't know if this guy needs any help with anything. Well, there we go. We took him down. And let's turn this in. I think he's good. Just want to check here. Yeah, he's 5 out of 5 eyes. Yeah, I changed my C button to... I should just make it Shift C. So I stopped using Iron Shield potions randomly. But it was worth it there. Gives you 2,500 armor for 2 minutes. It's pretty good to use. So they're only like a gold 50 though. 2 gold. Kind of cheap, so. You can kind of use them whenever you want. They don't cost too much. Yeah, we went Prot Paladin for it. Thought that would be a good idea. Alright, here we go. Let's turn this in. We only have a few more quests. What the heck is going on here? No, I think not. The selflessness that I have just been witness to has cleared my mind. My dealings with your master is at an end. What the heck? They're attacking me? Oh, is this the Warlock we were just fighting with? Yeah. My dealings with your master are at an end. You may return and let him know that I have decided to turn the Atamal crystal over to the Naru. What? This is outrageous. You will pay for this, Haramad. You and your assistant here. Guards, hold on. I will be right there. That definitely ended our business relationship. With Kale Thos, please stay here. I will return shortly. There's something I want you to do.
Welcome to the Stormspire, adventurer. Please do not be put off by my being present through this imaging device. I have many enemies that would like to see me dead. So it is only a precaution. I assure you that you are perfectly safe here.
And here's the legs we want.
My wildest dreams, I never thought that you would be able to retrieve the crystal and then to actually give it to me. Do you have any idea how powerful it is? Your selflessness is inspirational and beyond reproach. Adventurer, you have given me much to think about. I am an ethereal of my word, adventurer. You have truly inspired me. I am now going to give you the Atamal crystal to hand over to the Naru, as it was your heroics that made this possible. I wish for you to deliver it. You may use my personal teleporter to go directly to Arcatraz City.
Oh, damn it.
Step through it and you will be transported there. Give the crystal to the
I wish I took the teleporter.
known as a doll. on the Terrace of Light. May the trade winds be at your back.
That was cool. Let's go see a doll. And yeah, these legs, these leather legs are actually Prebis legs for Red Paladin. So if you are playing a Paladin, make sure you take the leather legs instead of the plate.
A soothing light fills you as you approach the
plate chest.
Slow musical chimes echo
It's actually
within
much
your
better.
mind, and though a word is not uttered, you feel an assurance
Pretty sure.
of safety. You are well. You have recovered Spirit's song. It is the Atiamal-Christe, a prophet Velen left behind with his people for safekeeping before he went upon his ill-fated mission to the Exodar. Odd that he did not foresee it falling into the hands of the Burning Legion, if even for a short time. Or perhaps he did. It may be that he foresaw all of this and left it there.
So you could retrieve the crystal and deliver it to me here. I sense that is the truth of it. You're a great hero of your people traveling. But yeah, the Shatrath legging is pretty good. Increases expertise rating by 22.
I sense that is the truth of it.
35 strength, 25 agility, 27 stam. So we'll take these legs, guys.
A message has been from the ATM crystal that you recovered. Nexus Prince Haramat has given us information vital to our campaign against Tempest Keep. He tells us that there are 2 pieces shards to a key, which when combined will unlock the keep's Arcatraz satellite. One half is possessed by an ancient in the Botanica, known as Warp Splinter. The other is held by Pathalion, the calculator inside the Mechanar. Bring both shards to me, and I will combine them into the Arcatraz key.
All right, so there we go. We got the legs, guys. It gives us expertise, which reduces the chance to be dodged or parried. And it gives us around like 22 expertise, which is quite a bit. It's pretty much hit. It's pretty much hit, yeah. I kind of consider it the same stat. They're a bit different, though. I think expertise is like maybe better than hit. I'm not too sure. So did we pick up the quest? Yeah, we got it. So do we have the key now? Do we have to break into the Arcatraz first? I think we actually have to do a few quests. A few more quests. Yeah, we have to take down Warp Splinter and Pathalion of the Calculator in normal Botanica and normal the Mechanar. Alright guys, so there we go. We got some Prebis pants for Rhett, which is nice. And next episode, we will try to take down either Botanica or Mechanar so we can get the key to Arcatraz. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.